Hey boys, hey Noah, hey Devin, it's your old stepdaddy, Fred Hophead. I need to move this camera so it looks like I'm talking. It's on top of I gotta use a TV because I can't see too good, so I guess I just need to do this. I'm not a I got a face for radio any fucking way. I will just be podcasting if I don't have podcasts, so, and that's another bucket of fish I don't want to cut. OBS, Instagram, face page, my book. Get out of the way, kitty. Quit. And lay down. Boy, I tell you what, if you will look behind me, you will notice there's no cage. Yeah, that's right. There's no there's no cage right there, is there? Yeah. Miss Agnes, last night I come home from work. I had me chili relleno and some refried beans that was way too salty. I don't know. I think a lot of times people that cook in restaurants they smoke cigarettes. They can't taste their own food because of the cigarettes they smoke. So they oversalt everything. Another reason not to ever smoke, boys. Don't smoke cigarettes. Of course, I miss them, but can't miss what you ain't fucked with. So don't fuck with them. So I've been having problems with Miss Agnes. I guess I've reported that to you, but and she's just a handful, buddy. But so took her outside, used the bathroom. She stood around, looked at me. So I have to go out and hold her fucking hand, take a shit or a piss, and I just ain't got time to always be standing out there waiting for her to find the exact spot. So I shut the door. She, wants to come back in. I bring her and put her in a cage. This was at 11. Yeah, about 11 p.m. Watched some TV shows. I've been trying to catch up on Acorn because I'm losing Acorn at the end of the month. And just when you get ready to lose a damn streaming service, all this good shit comes on. They bait you. I'm like, no, hell no. I'm gonna get something else, I guess. Subscribe to it and then quit it after I watch everything that I want to watch. I don't know what to subscribe to though. Hell, I don't watch enough TV to really need to subscribe to anything, to tell you the truth. But anyways, wake up. And she went off in that cage like a shit bomb. There was shit everywhere. Oh, it smelled so bad. I got my little smelly good thing. You see that thing glowing right there? That thing right there. That's there. There you gotta go. That's the damn vaporizer. So, anyways, yeah. God Almighty. So I moved the cage into my room so I can let her out the back door and let her right in the cage. Let her right out the back door and let her right in the cage. Unless I want to sit with her, I can bring her in here and sit with her and pet her and try to love on her. I swear it's like having a kid. She's like having a kid. Gus was never like this. I've never had a dog like this in my life. I've had a crazy dog. I had a dog that I got from a friend of mine's because I was worried about the dog, and I kept it for shit, I don't know. Kitty cat, here, come here and get you some medicine, cough medicine. She's got this croupy ass cough that she can't get rid of, and I take her to the vet. Vet doesn't give two shits, but anyways, I mean I can't ever catch her doing it, and I need to film her. And every time she does that, I'm not close to my damn phone because nobody calls me. Why should I be close to the fucking phone? So, anyways, um, yeah, I did mopping at seven. What time is it? 7:37 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and where do I live again? Ass Neck, North Carolina. I'm sorry, I forgot. I forgot. So, you boys know Ass Neck, North Carolina very well. Oh, but anyways, it's mopped. I'm done. I'm showered. I don't feel too damn bad. I'm not mad at her. I love her. She ain't hurt me enough. I'm not. I don't let animals go, except one time. I had to give one away. I had to get rid of it. The dog was mentally ill. No seizures. Did you get your stuff? That's a good kitty. She didn't have seizures or anything, but she had an anxiety disorder that made mine look like a damn pimple. She wouldn't come in the house. And if she did, she'd sit at the door with her nose to the door and shiver and shake. I'd let her out. She'd stick her nose against the house and she'd shiver and shake. And then would come summer, and I'd try to feed her. I'd try to love on her, try to play ball with her. She was like my project for a year, year and a half. I lived by myself in my new house. And so, but I did. I took her to a pound and I told her, I said, I've tried everything I can do, but something's wrong with her. She's mentally ill and I can't afford a bunch of medicine. I ain't some fucking wealthy bastard that can just be throwing. People throw $10,000 at a cat. I can't do that. I'm not in that tax bracket. Fuck. I wish I could. I wish I could treat my animals like gods if I could. But I can't. I'm out of money. Well, I mean, I'm not out of money, but I don't have enough to just go tossing it around on cats for $2,000 or whatever. But I hated that. I hated taking that dog back. I felt like such a fucking failure. And I'd had such success with animals. And I don't know why. But I cared for that dog, but she just was out of her mind crazy. Yeah. But anyways, I thought I'd tell you about my first brush with death. Huh? I've had more after it, but my first brush with death. I was 10 years old. And it was the movie Jaws had just come out. That's right. The movie Jaws had just come out. And so I remember going and see it with me and a buddy. Turned out to be one of my lessons. I didn't know about it, but I don't want to go too tangential today. It's a sign of insanity, being tangential. And my grandma was schizophrenic, so I'm always afraid I'm going to go crazy, but I'm past that psychotic range, but you never know. On my mama's side was insane. My great aunt visited us from Odessa, Texas, or some, I don't know. They're Pentecostal. This is two great aunts, my grandmama's sisters, I guess. One of them threatened to murder me while I was on my swing set. I remember as plain as day because it shocked me to hell. My mama didn't believe me, but she said she was going to murder me. And that's when I first saw evil in the family. Swinging on my little swing set. I'm going to kill you. What the fuck, lady? I'm just trying to swing on my swing set. Anyways, Jaws had come out. Several months after that, I started feeling real poorly. It's probably the fall. But I swam in that damn shitty lake that we live close to, where all the rich people throw their shit in. I call it Lake Shitty. But anyways, we swam in that lake. I swam in the river beside the house. Hell, I was always swimming and picking ticks off my ass. But I started getting a bad fever. And I'd get a couple aspirin or something, and then my neck started getting real stiff. And then I got a temperature about 103, 104. And Mama threw me in an ice bath. She got nervous. That would be Velma. She ain't my mom. And then the sperm donor, Barton, he got all nervous. We go to the damn hospital that's, is closed down now because they probably killed more people than they saved. I was born in that hospital, and I swear, I'm surprised I lived in that place. It was a butcher house, wasn't no hospital, but I was born there. But took me down there. I had the mumps. Doctor sends me home. I take my little medicine, and it's the first time I first started hallucinating ever. It got worse. And the reason I mentioned Jaws had come out, I started seeing sharks swimming in the air. And I was like, fuck, it's crazy. There's a damn shark. There's a shark. Velma's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, don't you see the shark swimming? And then she threw me in another ice bath. Took me to that fucking butcher house again. There was an intern there. They accidentally had somebody there that knew what the fuck was going on. And you know what? She probably got in trouble for it by going against another doctor. I bet you anytime you do something good, you got to get an ass reaming for it. Remember that. Quit. Would you stop? Now, you got to get raped for it. Apparently, if you do something to save a life or do something with any immediacy, people look at you weird. And I hope that intern went on and done great things. But I bet you she got in trouble. Because that's how shit works. I'm sorry it's 7. A little too early for me. I wanted to sleep in today. I'm drinking my espresso. So 4 shots of espresso will bring me through. She said, take this little boy to Charlotte. Fucking Charlotte. Another reason I don't like Charlotte. So I went down there, and they put me in a hospital room. They put me in the children's side. Turned out I had spinal meningitis. Hell, I was the lucky one there. Kids I saw there, many of them didn't come back, weren't coming home. So I was in there for a month or something, you know. And as school age kids can be cruel, so can sick kids. And they tease each other that each other's going to die. Never seen anything like it. They teased me that I was going to die. I was playing, I was rolling around once they figured out what I had. It took them a while to figure out what I had, and I had to have 2 spinal taps. God, they hurt like hell. Spinal taps are no damn fun. I would advise not, if somebody offers you a spinal tap, go ahead and say no. But I didn't need but one, but Mama volunteered me for, excuse me, Velma volunteered me. Ain't no mamas no more. Just the ones I give presents to for Mama's Day. But Velma went ahead and offered me up for somebody to practice on, intern. So I got to go to it. I got to do it again. Go through all that shit again, all that pain. I hope I helped somebody learn to do spinal taps, I guess, because it wasn't in my hands to say yes or no. Or to get my fucking foreskin cut off. God damn them. I know they took 2 inches at least. They had to take 2 inches. Fucking circumcision. I fucking hate it. Fucking circumcision. Anyways, I was playing bumper pool and I had one of these walk around things where I had the fluids going into me to keep the penicillin pumped in me. Playing bumper pool, little sticks, playing bumper pool, and the kid, you know, was like, "What do you got?" I was like, "I got spinal meningitis." He says, "You know, you can die from that." God, that made my blood bone cold. God Almighty, I was never so scared. Hmm. Hey, kitty. So I laid in that hospital for a month and something. Mama come visit frequent. So she'd sit there. I think that's the only time I ever seen Velma worried. I don't know if she was worried about me or what people would think. Because they'd already lost one kid, you know. And I shuffled through my mind that Velma thinks it was probably some shitty thing that she'd done in her life or some double cross or marrying that devil of a man Barton. But Anyhow, I laid so long that I'd get a headache when I sat up. And when I piss, they pumped so much penicillin in me, it smelled like I was pissing sourdough bread. God, I'll never forget that. They were putting so much. Apparently, I had what's known as bacterial spinal meningitis. So I went ahead and decided when I got better and seeing them kids tease at me that I wasn't going to be scared no more. Wasn't going to be scared of death no more. Death can go to fucking hell for all I care. Maybe that's true and maybe that's not. Kitty cat, you cripple me. Every time I sit down, you cripple my ass. So anyways, there's been other brushes of death. I guess after that, I just didn't really. I mean, I didn't want to go through life maimed, you know? But once I got wound up good, I was past the stage of spinal meningitis mad, and I didn't give a shit anymore. And this was it. If I'd get in a fight or. I don't know, I forget what that river's called. Goes between Louisiana and Texas. I think it's the Red River. I was in Shreveport. But I swam across it and back just for the fuck of it, just to see if I'd live or die. I had overalls on, took off my shoes, jumped in, swam across that river. It ain't no small river. And then I swam across back. I was dog tired. I was in a different place then, though. I was a lot more healthy. Some people call it farm strong. I don't know. Farm strong, I get, you know. Not this muscle bound horse shit where they take pills. You ever seen them? But anyways, I made it. And the funny thing is, I swam across that river. Then I swam across back. And I had walked 6 miles, I swear, to get back to the damn car. It took me so far downstream. I probably walked 3 counties to get back to the car. God, that was a terrible walk with bare feet. In the Texas side of that river, I should have been snake bit, killed, dead. Something bit me, scorpion, but I don't know. They say Texas, just walking around barefoot Texas ain't a good idea. But I guess that riverbank was probably not a safe place. I don't know, but luckily I'd walk up on fishing holes. You know, I could sit and rest. Yeah, there's maybe more. I guess the only thing I'm afraid of is dying alone. I mean, I wouldn't be afraid of dying alone if it was quick. If it was just like that. Like if I just went, you know, that's that's different. You know, I hope it hits me like that. Boy, I hope it hits me like a pole axe. Bam! But Gosh, it looks like now everybody it's protracted and drawn out and just drags on. But I guess my only real fear is dying alone. Or dying slow and alone, I guess. But anyways. I was going to sing a song. Electric Six, Gay Bar. I love that song. It's one of my favorite oldies. Look up the Electric Six, Gay Bar. Fuck a great song. And it ain't against nobody gay. It's not. It's not like that. Everybody simmer down. I love everybody, but it's just a damn funny ass song. When I was a young man, I dated this girl one time like to dance. So we'd go to the town gay bar. Now, the thing that you gotta understand, straight from me to you, boys, gay bars fuss hell. They fucking have a ball in there. They do. I mean, it's always the best fucking dance club. It's always got the best music. I mean, it's great. It's great. Now they said they did sell a VHS head cleaner, and you old heads will know what that's about. little little bottles of VHS head cleaner. Yeah. But anyways, so we go there, and I didn't like to dance. I couldn't dance. I guess brain damage, and so I could. I can't even clap. I can hardly walk and think at the same time. But uh, boy, she'd cut a rug out there. She'd cut a rug, and I'd sit there and have my drinks, watch her smile. Guys would come up, talk to me. We just shoot shit. Nice folks. They could tell. They could just tell that I was out of place. But I mean, um, yeah. And then I'll tell you another good one. We went to Gay Bar Denver, me and my buddy, and we was in the military, but we didn't know it was one. We didn't know. We just knew the music was fucking banging. I'm like, damn, we got to go in there and drink. Them fuckers is tearing it up. This is great, man. I love to watch people. I love to watch people dance, and I'm one of those wallflowers. But I do love to see people that can dance, and I enjoy their merriment in it. And boy, we go in, and I was underage, but I have my buddy's military ID, like I said before. He was about 10 people back with his home driver's license. So we had to separate because we both had the same birthday. Because yeah, I mean, I was using his military, he was using his driver. So we go in and they're playing Joan Jett, I Love Rock and Roll. I love that song. Love it. Love it. First song I remember when I was a little kid that I was like, now this shit is the bomb, man. Joan Jett is badass. I must have been fourth grade, maybe third, fourth grade. But every time I heard it, boy, it's just like, dun, 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 dun. I need to sing that one. I need to karaoke some more for you boys. But anyways, so we go in and I show my ID to the bartender And he laughs. He laughs like hell. It's like, I'm like, what's he laughing about? I put the ID back in my pocket, and then finally my buddy Dave joins me. We're sitting there. We got raincoats on, and he comes up to me, and he's like, and he'd always talk to me with this. He was from New Orleans. Since he was from New Orleans, that was another reason why I went picked to go. This was in Denver while I was training at Lowry AFB, and he's come up to me and he said, "It's like Fred. It's like Fred. It's like no matter what, you and me we're together, right?" I can't do Cajun talk, but he had that New Orleans drawl, that patois, that cadence that I find very interesting from the people of New Orleans. And he's like, Fred, he's like, no matter what, we're together. We're together, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? I'm drinking a gin and tonic as hard as I can, and I'm not looking around for exits yet at this point. Usually every bar I went into, I'd look for exits. I turn around, swing around, and holy hell, there's no women. There ain't no women. It's all guys. It's like, I was like, oh, we didn't want, we didn't want that. We're doing that. I didn't know we was doing that. I was like, okay. So we sat there, got good snockered, and they played the best damn music. And I'll never forget two good-looking fellas. They's both in just black leather and these hats, these leather motorcycle hats and chains on their shoulders, and motorcycle boots. And I was just like, this kind of reminds me of Morrissey. I'm a big Morrissey fan, so Bone of Drag is the best album. So I know there's Smith fans out there. Pardon me, but Morrissey's Bone of Drag solo album, it just blows me away. But anyways, and then there's another time went to in Charlotte. There was a gay bar called the Stonewall. It's on Stonewall Street or Stonewall. I don't know. I don't know Charlotte, but I met this girl, and I hung around her like a hurt puppy. I cared for her. Boy, did I care for her. Mm. Boy, I've cared for few like love women. There was her. There's one more, and then there's your mama. Three loves. She was very religious. Me, I'm a small a, little a atheist. That's what kept us. That's what. I don't know. I mean, she just didn't care for me. But that was the excuse, as I wasn't a religious man, and I've gotten that before. But her uncle and her uncle's boyfriend ran a dairy farm in Ass Neck, North Carolina. Nice guys. Hung out with them a few times with her, and boy, we had just a jolly time. We went to this bar, And we all went there, and I was like, "Hey, we got a designated driver. I can have me some drinks. I don't give two shits, really. I don't care. Just want to have a good time." And a good time I had. I didn't ever win her over. And I never could understand. That's why I know me being an atheist wasn't the real reason why she didn't like me. It's either because I wasn't good looking enough or some other reason, or maybe, I don't know. But she gave allowances when a lot of religious folk don't give allowances towards people in the LGBTQA community. So we go there, and I'm up there ordering a drink, and I'll try to do it. I wonder if I can do it. Um, the the guy sees me, nice looking little feller. Hell, if I was gay, I'd have been a damn man's man. But anyways, he reverse bunny hops and gives me a tush push, and he turns around like that, and yeah, he reverse bunny hops up to me, gives me a tush push, and then he looks at me for a minute like this, and I was like, "How do you do?" And then he looks at me and he goes, "Straight," and then bunny hops off. I fucking cut down. I about come out of the damn seats. I was laughing so hard. It was so fucking funny. But anyways, so yeah. I think gay folks have the best fun of all, probably. Mm. I sure hope things change for the better. I'm tired of things keep going backwards. Just when I think we got something squared away, it gets just dragged the fuck up again, like a bad Memorex tape. Rewind. Here's all this bullshit again. It's laid to rest. And here it comes again, a bunch of bullshit. We can't let people be free. You know, we just can't let people. We can't let consenting adults do what they want in America, and I can't fucking understand it. And anybody else watching disagrees, feel free to change the channel, my friends, or not friends, or whatever you want to think of me. All right, that's all the rambling I'm going to do today. I love both you boys a whole lot. I miss y'all. I think y'all are coming up this summer, and I can't tell you the house is going to be clean. I can't hardly keep up. My feet hurt so bad anymore. My feet are killing me. But I think I can find places for everybody to sleep. It sure would be nice to have both y'all home for just a day or two, or whatever y'all think of this place. But Devin, Noah, I love you more than anybody can know. Y'all have a good day.